The current scandal involving Pooja Kedkar, a trainee IAS officer charged with providing false certifications, has prompted the government to make significant modification to UPSC examination norms. In response to concerns highlighted by the case, the Ministry of Personnel has issued new guidelines requiring candidates to upload obligatory education, caste and disability certificates during the pre-exam stage. This is a significant change from the former method because in the previous method, candidates only used to submit these documents after qualifying for the mains exam. The Civil Services examination now requires applicants to submit supporting documents online as per revised rules. New UPSC rule explained. The rules will now state that every applicant, while filing up an online form, should also send original certificates regarding their date of birth, caste, persons with benchmark disability, economically weaker section, ex-serviceman, and educational qualification. No step from any candidate will then put across a loading of such documents as their file cannot be cleared otherwise. This move has been imposed to avoid situations like those with Kedkar, who was found guilty of submitting fake certificates. This rule has been introduced to streamline the process and avoid situations like the one involving Kedkar, who was found to have submitted fraudulent documents. The Ministry of Personnel has stressed that the new measure will help eliminate any ambiguity around candidates' credentials early on in the process. In June 2024, a trainee IAS officer was suspected of submitting falsified documents for her UPSC examination application. After the charges, she was fired from her job and criminal allegations were brought against her. Kedkar was apprehended and she remains out on bail. According to this case, the Supreme Court recently initiated a notice to both the Delhi government and the UPSC demanding responses from them. The next hearing is on February 14, 2025. Kedkar wanted anticipatory bail from the Delhi High Court before the Supreme Court took over the case. However, the same was not granted. The High Court emphasized that her actions were not just a violation of institutional trust but represented a broader societal fraud. Implications of the rule change. While the rule change aims to prevent future cases of fraud, it also raises several questions. Will the new rule effectively prevent document fraud, or is it a knee-jerk reaction to a specific incident? How will the system handle genuine candidates who may face difficulties uploading these documents due to technical or accessibility issues? Could this new measure put unnecessary pressure on candidates, especially those from remote areas or disadvantaged backgrounds? In this Pooja Kedkar incident, the Department of Personnel and Training has also started inquiries into 6 officials suspected of misrepresenting their disability claims during the test process. The result of these investigations may have an impact on how the UPSC handles similar situations in the future. The government's decision to change UPSC guidelines is viewed as a step toward enhancing the fairness of the civil service examination process, although the real question is whether this will be sufficient to prevent repeat issues or if there is a bigger overall issue at play. The success of UPSC reforms is dependent not only on regulatory change but also on how they are carried out and traced in the coming years.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel TSW News. News that reveal the truth.